Jamie, mate, 2 weeks off from COVID break. We were expecting a little bit more there, mate, today. I mean, it was a big disappointment in the end, mate, really, wasn't it?
It was, mate. When you can't do the basics of football, Adam, you're always going to struggle. And at this level, the simple basics of just passing the ball to each other seem to be a massive issue. And the bigger question for me is, mate, is what have they been working on? Because we've been told what we're going to get. We've been told we're going to be a more aggressive front foot attacking team where we're going to press together. I didn't see any of that today, mate. We were lethargic with the ball, in and out of possession. We didn't look like we knew we had a game plan. And there's too many passengers in the team. And if Ralph's going to come with the attitude of he's going to let people just play their way through games that are given 1 or 2s out of 10, mate, we're going to be in big trouble. So just the fundamental basics of football. I feel like you could just play my Aston Villa and my Everton interview again, mate, because it's exactly the same thing. And we've all come here today. The fans were fantastic, by the way. They never stopped singing throughout the whole game, and they're the only ones that are leaving disappointed because some of them players didn't look like they were bothered today. And if you're going off of the performance, where's the positive for me? I don't have one.
I mean, David De Gea kept us in the game, honestly. It could have been worse today, somehow. I mean, you said it there then, it's like the game plan was not there. Is that a worry now? That this is going to take longer than a lot of fans expected? Is it going to take... I mean, can we see Champions League football this season looking at performances like that? It's tough.
I don't see it. I think that you've got a really big issue in the team, Adam, when your goalkeeper's consistently the best player in the team. And we've got so much quality, or we're told we've got so much quality, yet De Gea seems to be the man of the match time and time again. These are in the bottom 3. You know, these are fighting relegation. They're all getting excited about they went ahead very early. I felt like we would come back into the game, but there's just no creativity. There's no movement. The whole formation was based on getting Fred on the ball as much as possible and being the playmaker in the team. And when Fred's your playmaker in a 4-4-2, you've got a massive issue because that isn't his game. He breaks up play and gives the ball to the better players to do the creativity. I just didn't see that today. Yeah. It's just a shambles from start to finish. Like, in and out of possession, I said it a minute ago, we just didn't look like we knew what we were doing. And the biggest worry for me is we've had 2.5 weeks to work on it. And and everyone sitting in the stands are walking out this ground thinking, what have they actually been doing? Because Rashford's performance, there must be some accountability for putting that shirt on and playing like that. And it just doesn't seem like Ralph's adjusted maybe to that, and he's not being brave enough, but he can't keep on doing that. That today was like watching Solskjaer's team. Backwards, sidewards passing, and just there was just no end product at all. The lack of movement in the front 2, there was just absolutely nothing. Dalot and Telles were providing the creativity in the team. They're the fullbacks, Adam. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
You said it yourself there, lack of movement up front. It's been consistent, that's 4 games in a row, 1 goal scored. Doesn't look like we're going to create anything, and we didn't create anything today. There was no moment, there was no passage of play, there was no sort of way you could look at it and go, oh, something's building here, it's coming. It was a stroke of luck from some simple football from a ball out wide, really, and that was it. And we were so lucky today to come away with a point, but I mean, honestly, I'm looking at that going, I'm concerned that we're still creating absolutely nothing right now.
That's it. I feel like my phone's obviously I live here, so my phone's been lighting up literally since we got out that ground, and the messages are, how didn't we beat you? And I think that says a lot for a team that are in the bottom 3 and literally on the bare bones of fighting relegation. I think, in fairness, Dave was fantastic today, but Cavani made a massive difference, and there's rumours that the guy wants to leave. I'm coming out of that stadium tonight, Adam, and thinking, we cannot possibly let him go. He was the only spark, and he's the player that's rumoured to be leaving. How Marshall and Elanga can't be options in that team when Rashford's putting in performance like this is just beyond me, and I feel like Ralph probably needs to have a reassessment of what he's trying to do and start playing players that are in form, because there's too many that are just getting picked to wear that red shirt that have got absolutely no performances on the back of it to warrant a place in the team. And if he's going to go down that route, we're going to struggle. And I know you asked me about top 4 earlier, and I kind of went off. Top 4 it doesn't seem realistic to me. I think the best we can possibly get is top 6, top 4 at an absolute push. But that's hoping our rivals falter, and they look a lot stronger than us at the moment. And how can we take any confidence out of performances like that, Adam? It's not good enough, mate. It's definitely not good enough for Manchester United anyway.
It's a hard one to take, mate. It really is. Looking forward now, though, I mean, you said top 6 there. You kind of answered that question. Positives from today. Is it only De Gea, and is he simply man of the match again? Is it that easy?
I think the only positives that we can possibly take, Adam, is we can't be any worse than that next game. I hope I say that with a tinge of sarcasm, because I feel like we can't possibly play as bad as that for as long as that. I mean, how Newcastle didn't win that game, I'll never know. And their fans were bantering us all game as if to say, is this the famous Man United that you keep singing about? And as I say, I think they're going out there today. If my phone's anything to go off, and I've got a lot of Geordie mates here, a lot of them were in the ground, and they're saying, I don't know how we didn't beat you. So I think that says an awful lot about this, mate. And as I say, I think there's been some changes in the staffing. I think they all need to get together, and they all need to maybe a little bit of a change of direction and be honest with themselves, because they're picking players that are not in form, and we're getting found out week after week. I mean, the shape out of possession today, and St Maximum's the only danger they had. I was speaking to my friends about this last night on a Newcastle podcast, and I says he is the main danger that you have, and it's like we haven't even realised it. And in the end, he's been the difference for them in front of goal, and we've got an opportunity where we've got back into the game through not really great creativity. We've just got back in the game from a good finish from Cavani, and then it's like snail pace. When we've got the ball, it's slow, it's lethargic, it's sideways, and there's no creativity. And when you can't create chances, you're not going to score goals. So there's the problem right there.
Jamie, said it all in one there, mate. Cheers for coming on, pal.
No problem at all, mate. Always a pleasure. Thank you very much.